Today, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the London Black Knights taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions, right?
Two touchdown passes last week.
Two touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
It's caught, and it's 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for two, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for two? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Lutz with the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, "Oh, heck, kick it." Field goal. It's a touchdown.
A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Black Knights are able to extend their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Complete. It's Johnson. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The kick by Lutz is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but you know.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken on the 25.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. London about set to take over on offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Black Knights are able to widen their advantage.
It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
They'll try the right side with Harris.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. The numbers for Smith-Schuster in that game last week. 5 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Looking to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll look to throw here. They'll roll. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Rolling to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
London about set to take over on offense.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Black Knights are able to add on to their first-half lead.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
They'll set up a throw, and this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to us.
And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the defense. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Harris. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going to go up top again, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Touchdown! Right there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest-Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Black Knights are pouring it on.
Now Mike McCarthy back to throw again. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Well, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Harris. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much
a fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Sliding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year.
And the Black Knights have got it on cruise control.
And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Wright. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go again. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Black Knights just continue to roll.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And hitting Juju on the slant.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll set up to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He's going to take another shot here. And he's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A big play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Black Knights extend their lead yet again.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. In trouble, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. The Saints seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Kareem Hunt with a touchdown run. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Black Knights take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Second down at 4.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Second and 4.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On first down, Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And Lutz puts this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
London about set to take over on offense.
They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And a huge play that time. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he fires one incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if to call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. London about set to take over on offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Black Knights get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up out wide left. He caught that on the right side of the field.
And you're exactly right about the time because that's not going to be a quick developing pattern, but also great sight lines for the guy throwing the ball to see a receiver cross his face and his sight line from one side of the field to the other. That usually attracts your attention. If you think he's open, you go ahead and deliver it as we just saw there.
And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for two, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, it's Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. He finds his man Johnson. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Harris. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they sit him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. A big play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll look to throw now on first down. On the move to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is complete.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And what a big-time play there.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Black Knights look like they're going to be moving to 6-0 as they extend that lead even further. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you would... that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Yeah, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he will find his man on the outside. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare two-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Black Knights are pouring it on. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side of this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. London about set to take over on offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And quickly they get to the line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
You definitely won't like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Black Knights have got it on cruise control.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. A big play there. He flat out can't be stopped.
And the Black Knights just continue to roll.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. On the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That's with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Second and 3. Step, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. Finding the end zone yet again. And the Black Knights extend their lead yet again. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, it hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
7 yards to pick up there. Working with a 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw here. Again, it's Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick completion here to Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now back to throw. Out to his left. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. One final shot. They'll look to throw.